Ukraine's airlines are beginning to fly again. SkyUp, the country's low-cost carrier, is restarting scheduled operations, but not from Ukraine. We all know what's happening in Ukraine, but this video isn't about that. This is about resilience, how an airline is operating in exile. Flying from Chișinău, Moldova, we're taking SkyUp's inaugural flight to Barcelona.
And that is why we are at Chișinău Airport in Moldova, to take the first Ukrainian airline to start flying scheduled flights again. So without any further ado, I'm super excited for this one. Let's jump right in. Let's go.
We start very early at Chișinău Airport in Moldova, needing to check in for our flight.
Okay, now we need to find the check-in for SkyUp Airlines. I can see High Sky over there, Fly One. Can't see them. Need to go find them. Okay, I can see SkyUp Airlines. Let's go check in for Barcelona.
Just to check in for Barcelona, please.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, I now have my boarding pass, so let's go through security and see if we can get some bit of breakfast and a coffee. And then we'll be on our way to Barcelona on SkyUp Airlines. Let's go. That is us through security now. Now let's go find a bit of breakfast and a coffee, because I haven't had anything this morning. It's 4:30, 4:45 in the morning. The flight's at 6, so got a bit of time to kill. So SkyUp Airlines is actually Ukraine's equivalent to Ryanair or EasyJet. It's a low-cost airline, which is why I think there hasn't been much attention or much fanfare across like the aviation space regarding them starting scheduled flights again. They have been flying, doing charter and aircraft leases for like holiday companies or other airlines needing aircraft. But this is the first Ukrainian airline to start flying scheduled flights again. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. And I'm super excited to be on one of the very first. This isn't the first one. The first one was yesterday, but I couldn't get an itinerary that worked. But this is the second, but also the first one to Barcelona. So super excited for this flight. Okay, found the Air Cafe. Get something to eat and drink here, and then we'll go.
Can I get a double espresso, please?
Double espresso. Nacional espresso.
Okay, didn't really have time to get something to eat, but we're gonna get something to eat on the plane anyway, because it's pretty... As I was saying, didn't have time to get something to eat, but we're going to get something to eat on the plane anyway. So just going to sit down, have my coffee, wait for the flight. Anyway, cheers. Oh, that's nice. It's strong coffee in the morning. Perfect.
While enjoying my coffee, our flight to Barcelona was displayed at the gate.
Can I just say something as well? I know Chișinău isn't a big airport, and this is a pretty small terminal, but it's a very, very nice terminal building. I will say that. Very, very nice. But anyway, we're at gate 3, so let's go get on board, because I think it's starting boarding just now. So let's go get on SkyUp.
Past 24, please.
Getting on the bus, we made our way across the apron to our awaiting aircraft. And our aircraft is the SkyUp Boeing 737. SkyUp operate an all Boeing fleet.
So here we are then on SkyUp Airlines. It's a all economy configuration. Seating is in 3-3 like we'd expect on Ryanair or EasyJet. I've got one of the forward seats, so I've got a bit of extra leg room. The legroom is very generous with these seats. It's very basic. There's no backseat pocket or anything. Got a safety card and a cafe menu, it looks like. But yeah, that's not why we're here. We're here for this airline, this Ukrainian airline that's now offering scheduled services. Honestly, I'm looking forward to this flight so much. I know it's a budget airline, low-cost airline, but I don't care. That's not why this is special. Okay, so it's been announced boarding complete, and this seat next to me is free, so should have a pretty comfortable flight. Going well so far.
After the crew performed the safety demonstration, the engines were fired up. Basking in the beautiful dawn light, we taxi our way out to the runway for takeoff. Taking off out of Chișinău, we begin our 3-hour, 40-minute flight over to Barcelona.
Okay, so we have taken off out of Chișinău, Moldova. Flight time over to Barcelona should be about 3 hours, 40 minutes. Crew look like they're just about to start the onboard service. I have pre-ordered a meal. I've pre-ordered a beef box, I think they called it. So we'll see what that's like. It is a hot meal, so yeah, for a budget airline, low-cost airline, always nice to see pre-order meals available. So we'll see what it's like when it comes around. Crew have come around with water, as you can see there, and they have also come around with, I'm not sure what it is. It looks a bit like an ice cream. I'll tell you what it is after I try it, but give this a try. And they've given us this to celebrate the first flight with SkyUp to Barcelona. Obviously they're trying to make an occasion of each new route that they launch, so good to see, good to see. I'm wishing SkyUp all the best, really. But anyway, let's see what this thing is. Now SkyUp Airlines have furnished me with coffee. So, gonna get this had, and the meal service should be coming out. It looks like they're preparing the meal service now, so get this had. Oh, nice coffee. Instant coffee, but it's nice instant coffee. Okay, so my food has arrived. Well, when I say my food, it's not my food. The meals weren't loaded, apparently, so there's been a bit of a mix-up. So the crew have very kindly thrown together coffee, muffin, roll, and a spare crew meal that they had on board for me to have. So yeah, going above and beyond. So yeah, well done SkyUp, well done. I'm impressed with that. I'm not going to complain about this at all. Yeah, that's something.
The meal consisted of mashed potatoes and meat, and as I was eating it, we were passing over the Alps.
Okay, genuinely, that was really nice of them, and the food was pretty good as well. Can't say anything bad about the crew at all after that. That's going above and beyond to the next level. Yeah. SkyUp, your crew are amazing. Like, to care that much about your passengers. If only more airlines were like that. But anyway, we are passing over northern Italy now and into France to make our way down to Barcelona. Just passing over the Alps. And before anyone accuses me or asks, yes, I made sure it was a spare crew meal before I accepted it. I wouldn't take food from the crew if they were giving it up entirely. I would never do that to crew or cabin staff. It's unfair to take food from them like that. But they did say it was spare, so I did accept. But yeah, I'm genuinely blown away by that they would do that. So good of them.
As we were beginning our descent into Barcelona, the crew came around with this pre-landing snack, consisting of this fruit roll sweet, which isn't something I usually go for, but it was quite nice.
Okay, we've begun our descent now into Barcelona. Time should be about 8:45 when we get onto the ground, which means there must have been some routing because it was 20 minutes before we took off, behind schedule, and they've made up an hour and a half, which is crazy. Really well done though.
Soon the cabin was prepared for landing as we approached the city of Barcelona. Landing into Barcelona on what feels like a momentous flight, we make our way to the terminal. One thing I must say is while on this flight, you could really tell how much that this flight meant to the Ukrainian people.
Great, thank you so much. Thank you.
And there we have it. SkyUp Airlines from Moldova to Spain. Let's go get through the border and I'll give you my final thoughts. Got some extra goodies going on here, looks like. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Here we are in Barcelona. You can see the welcome that they've got on there as well. Over there, they've got balloons and everything set out for the flight coming in. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I didn't think there was going to be anything else, but there it is. What a welcome. Okay, through the border now, and it's quite quiet here, so I think I might just tell you my thoughts right now of SkyUp Airlines. The goodie bag. The great goodie bag. What's in it? Let's have a look and see what's in this now. Got information leaflet on Barcelona, what to see, what to do. Explore the wonders of Catalonia. Also got bookmark and SkyUp Airlines cookie, or biscuit should I say. I don't know what you call them in Spain, but yeah, that's what we get in our little goodie bag, a little thank you and little welcome for SkyUp Airlines arriving in Barcelona. But what do I think of SkyUp Airlines? Generally, really good airline. They made such an effort. They went above and beyond And considering the circumstances they're working under, they're essentially an airline that's working in exile because of obviously what's going on in Ukraine. They're having to operate out of Moldova, and being the first Ukrainian airline to offer scheduled services again makes things a little hard. So there are a couple of teething issues, not too much I can complain about when you consider what's going on in the wider picture. But personally, I'm just super happy that Ukraine's airlines are starting to fly again. Hopefully more of them will follow a similar model and hopefully stay in business by operating flights from other locations until what's happening in Ukraine can be resolved one way or the other. But anyway, people, you let me know what you thought of SkyUp Airlines down below. And if you did enjoy this video, people, then you should consider watching this video here. And as always, people, we will see you all in the next one.